There's no boundary. There'll come a day when the light will wake. Maybe then we'll see everything we've known all gone and left. This is our destiny. Oh, you can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. When it starts to fall. When it starts to fall. No one else to blame. There comes a day when everyone will find who we are.
Come on, old school.
So fight on hard. Don't ever stop. No, it's your destiny. There will come a day when the light will break. Maybe then we'll see everything we know all gone and lovely. It's just our destiny. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. When it starts to fall. When it starts to fall. There's no one else to blame. No one else to blame. You can let it go. Yo, 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 yo. You don't know the later, you don't know the later, you don't know the later, you know it. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. When it starts to fall, there's no one else to blame. No one else to blame. You can let it go. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall. No one else to blame. No one else to blame. You can't stop the rain.
Yes. Y'all know I'm an old school lover. Hey, everybody. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie in every darn body under the sound of my voice. And you know I'm the Oprah, the what? The smooch. It's mwah. You get the smooch, you get the smooch. Everybody gets the smooch. What's going on, Van? Hey, boo. Hey, Michelle's daughter, beautiful. How are you, love? Thank you so much. And all of my butterflies up in the butterfly queendom who will come in and who will see this on a later broadcast. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Okay. Mermaids. I've been wanting to do this one for a minute. Okay. Because, you know, when they had that little movie that came out, do I want to do the mermaid first or the chocolate? I think I want to do the chocolate because the mermaid, Hold on, let me get the chocolate one up. You know how I've been telling y'all about the chocolate? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My nephew just texted me. Don't nobody connect with me until I get online. When I get online, everybody and their mama be trying to come and holler at your girl. Okay. I'll be like, school me. I was here all day today and got one text message and one call. Now all of a sudden, everybody and their mama got something they want to talk to your girl about. Okay. I'm like, Lord, today. So I'm pulling it up as we speak, y'all, because it's actually somebody actually sent me this too. See, I love my butterflies. They pay attention, and when they find something I done talked about, they send it to me, and I done review it, and I'm like, yes, come through, come through. So all my butterflies, don't forget when you find something or you find something you want me to talk about, let me know, because my channel is Ooh Channel. Okay, my channel is Ooh Channel, so we'll talk about whatever you want me to talk about. All right. It's pulling up, y'all. Y'all know how this supposedly 5G is. I wish they had left it at 3G actually, because 5G is sucking, you know, because they're trying to add everything. Oh, I forgot to put that on there too. What else we gonna talk about? Ugh. Let me see. Hold on. You don't know the radio. You don't. Hold on one moment. I'm pulling it up as we speak. I hope you have had a beautiful day today. I hope you have. Hold on. You, you. Hold on. You can't stop the rain when it comes to fall. No to blame. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I know this stupid chair. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, for some of you all didn't know that this. What's up, Kim B? That's my boo. Let me see. Here we go. All right, check this out. Make sure y'all can see it. And
did Jesus give us cacao for this reason? If you take 73% cacao chocolate and make it into a high flavanol hot chocolate and have it twice a day. Now, this is a clinical study, and they found that people who drank it twice a day for 30 days, they doubled the number of stem cells compared to those who didn't drink it. When they measured the blood flow was vastly improved. God gave us everything we need for life and godliness. If you want more truth, follow now.
Did y'all hear that? Cacao. Y'all know cacao is chocolate, right? I mean, you could have just paid attention to when he said cacao chocolate. But remember I told y'all, okay, it's only when things are, okay, I heard somebody say, weed is good for you because it's from the earth. Let me tell you something. Okay, don't you know you're not supposed to burn weed? That's what y'all don't get, okay? You're not supposed to burn it. When you burn it, it attacks your cells in your body. If you have blood clots, you're really not supposed to be smoking no weed, okay? Blood clots, when you smoke weed, it makes your blood clots stronger and it makes your blood slow down more to where you develop what? Clots, okay? So you might want to rethink that, okay? Yes, it is from the earth. But once you start manipulating it and stuff like that, is it really still God-given? Okay? You are not supposed to, and that's what a lot of people don't tell you guys. You're not supposed to burn it. You're not, okay? Get mad at me all you want. You know what I say. It's better to be pissed than pissed on. So I get it. Be mad at me. Tell me, Creole, you mess up a wet dream. Probably. Okay, let's hear this one more time.
Did Jesus give us cacao for this reason? If you take 73% cacao chocolate and make it into a high flavanol hot chocolate and have it twice a day. Now, this is a clinical study, and they found that people who drank it twice a day for 30 days, they doubled the number of stem cells compared to those who didn't drink it. When they measured the blood flow The blood flow was vastly improved. God gave us everything we need for life and godliness. If you want more truth, follow now.
Okay. So just know, if you ever have to, and this is just a FYI, if you ever have to double your sales or whatever, this is an easy way to do it. Okay. Get you some hot chocolate, some authentic hot chocolate twice a day. Okay. I think he said for what, 2 weeks, a month or something or whatever. But that's a delicious treat. So hey, who don't want to drink no hot chocolate? You know, I love chocolate, even though I'm allergic to chocolate. Yes, I know. I asked the Lord, I said, God, why you hate me? I love chocolate and I'm allergic to it. But I eat chocolate and just take my allergy pills. I swear, my late husband used to shake his head. Like he he used to grab my allergy pills when we went somewhere because I would always forget them. Seriously. And he knew that when we went somewhere, I was gonna need them. Okay. And so I would be like, oh shoot, I forgot my allergy pills. And he'll dig in his pocket and give them to me. I'm like, thank you, baby. He would do it with my asthma pump. When my asthma was really, really bad, oh my God, you would think I would remember something that's going to help me live, by breathing. But I would be in a rush, making sure everybody else was good and all this stuff. And I get somewhere and all of a sudden my anxiety kicks in, and then it kicks in my asthma. Or if it rained, when it used to rain, my asthma would kick in overtime, y'all, for real. And I'd be somewhere and go, oh my God, I forgot my asthma pump. And you could hear like the way I was breathing. And my late husband would just dig in his pocket and just hand me my pump. I'm like, thank you, baby. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So, let me see. Hold on. I'm bringing up this last thing I want to talk about before the Marines, before the mermaids. Give me one moment. But yeah, honey, I'm gonna tell y'all something now. Yeah, but you know what? White chocolate is not chocolate. That's the thing. But I love white chocolate too. But it's not chocolate at all. It's not. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Right here. And I want to say happy birthday to one of my babies. One of my babies turned 26 today. And it's so funny because this particular child wasn't born. I was just born when Aaliyah died. And my child's favorite female singer is Aaliyah. That is so eerie how that is. Like, it's just eerie, What's up, Laddie Boo? Let me see. Okay, y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is just for history's sake. Yes, I know about white chocolate. Okay, yeah. Hey, I just now found out, believe it or not, about 5 years ago, that white chocolate wasn't really chocolate. Because I used to say, how is it white chocolate? But to me, that's outside of milk chocolate, that white chocolate is the best thing popping. Baby, that's the best thing popping. I can eat me, ooh, honey. When I go get my pretzels, I get it with the white chocolate over it. Like they got a bag of pretzels and it's covered in white chocolate. That's what I guess the only pretzels I get. I used to get pretzels in mustard, but their white chocolate don't want me over, child. All right, here we go. This is just a little lesson before we go to the mermaid, okay?
Listen up.
Past the workers are chasing our history. You're inside of a slave breeding house. You're inside of a slave breeding house. I promise you when I tell you this, there are spirits in this place, and you can feel them real heavy. There's a heavy presence of another presence that is not me, and you can clearly feel it. Look at this. They could be as young as 13 years old to lay on this bed, and slaves would sleep with them and produce children. Overseers would sleep with them. The master himself could be sleeping with them. This is a house of horror. This is a house of horror. Everything is original. Look at the stove. Look at the chimney. Look how old it is. You can feel the presence of other entity in here. I've been on enough plantations to know when there's something else in these houses, and clearly something's in here. There's an unrest in here. Rape happened here. Incest happened here. Molestation happened here. Right here in this slave house. They were breeding them. A 13-year-old could literally, or 12, could literally be laying right here producing children, up to 30 of them at one time. Look at that. You're at the Magnolian plantation where they were breeding slaves. I'm Pastor Wilkinson, chasing our history. Be blessed.
Okay, so let me give y'all a little history. And I know some of y'all know this. If you do, then tell somebody else, okay? My cousin told me about it. She's a doctor. Me too. I get the press those white chocolate too. Okay, I'm with y'all. It might not be real chocolate, but it's. I know that's right. Okay, so let me give you this. A lot of y'all know this. A lot of y'all don't. So I'm gonna talk as if more people don't know this than do. Okay. So, I'm always for some history and some teachings and all this and stuff. But here's the fact. The word mother ucker, put the F where necessary, okay, that came from slavery. What used to happen is in these breeding houses, they will put a sack over either the woman's head, the female's head, or they would put the sack over the female's head, and sometimes they will bring a young boy in, okay, and the woman would have something over her head, and they will bring the young boy in and make him screw that woman. And then when they take the bag off the head, sometimes that boy has screwed his mother. That's where the word mother ucker came from. Okay. So the next time you use that word, just kind of keep it in the back of your head that it's really not a cuss word. It's really derogatory to black slaves. All right. Because that's where it came. That's where it originated from. They would bring them in these breeding houses, and these boys would screw their mothers. Okay. Unknowingly, they would screw their mothers. Okay, and that was another form of shame to bring on the slaves to keep them in their place. And like this man said, them young girls actually could be from 12 years old. I know he kept saying 13, then he corrected himself. Them girls could be from 12 years old. It's supposed to be right before you became quote unquote a teenager, when you were still a little bit innocent and you just started your period somewhat, where you understood certain things. Okay. That's when they could lay with you and have sex with you and break your cherry and all the things above. Okay. So that's why if you look back in history, a lot of people was only 13 years, 12 years, 14 years, older than their first child because of the breeding. Okay. Because of the breeding. And they had whole houses of nothing, just their whole house was nothing but beds in there. And when they needed more slaves and more babies and stuff see, here's my thing, y'all. I want to tell us, how people say all black people do is breed kids. Well, we've had many years of practice. It ain't our fault that God blessed us to be able to create life. It's not our fault that God blessed us to where we can bring forth life as a nationality. Okay. We just, it's just something we do. Now, the misconception is that all we wanted to do was just have sex and have babies with no accountability. Now, that's a lie, because we used to get killed, beat, and everything else because we wanted to be married. Our foundation was married. Our foundation was husband, wife, kids. Husband, wife, kids. We believed in the family structure. In a nationality of people tore that apart by ripping us apart. So after many years of having that done, and you don't see no remnant of husband, wife, kid, all you see is a mother with a bunch of kids, and the daddy gone somewhere and all of that. And then around the 60s and the 50s and maybe the early 70s, to where when the government started helping the mother, they would help the woman and wouldn't help the man. So a lot of women had to get creative and go down there for help and say, my husband has left me or he's not with me and all of that. And they used to come to your house. And I think they could restart that again. I really do. But they used to come to your house. And they used to check your house to make sure what nothing of a man in your house that shouldn't be there. No clothes, no shoes, no hats. So a man would have to move all his stuff out when they came, before they got there, so they can see there ain't no man living there, and walk around and do an inspection and all that to make sure that their woman still was able to get her help. And as soon as them people leave, then the man came back in the house and blah, blah, blah. Some people decided it was better if I never came back. Y'all can get help. And that was that tore up the Black family. I believe that tore up the Black family, because if a man can see that you can get all the help you need and he don't have to be there. And then women, part of us was like, well, if the government is helping me, why I need you? But a man is a real man, not a male. Catch the difference. Catch. A man is always needed. Always. Now, you can do it because you have to without one. Kudos to you. Kudos to you, and that's great. But a man is always needed, a real man, because no matter how great of a mother you are, that child is still missing that male, a man role model, not male, that man role model in their life. Let me see, I agree with you. They may start it back again, especially with this administration we have in office, especially with the people. I know, right? And he wants everybody that's got a melanin tan. He don't want y'all in position at all. He just let that lady Lisa Cook, he just fired her. First, he wanted her to step down. She said no. So now he just fired her. Over the centralized banking system, I think that's what it was. He don't want anybody of color in any high positions at all. And some of us that are color, and y'all drink the Kool-Aid that he's giving y'all don't see a problem with that. It's cool. It's gonna be cool till it touch your life. It ain't touched your life yet. It ain't touched your life. And when I say this, I ain't got a problem with nobody who likes this man. But I'm gonna talk my stuff because I don't like him. How about that? Okay? And I'm always going to be B1 first. I done told y'all. I'm going to be B1 first. I'm going to tell the truth about us, but I'm going to stand with us because I am us. Okay? I can't get away from that. Every time I look in the mirror, when I go to wipe my face, honey, and I look at my hands and all of that, I am Black first. Get that straight. And wouldn't want to be nothing else but what I am. Okay? I understand that in all nationalities, there is a whole lot of people that's messed up. It's not just Black people. We're the ones that get put on Front Street. Our stuff get exposed more than other people. It ain't just us. But I tell you what, you can't come over here talking about us. How about that? You want to get blocked real quick? Come over here downgrading my color. I don't play that because I ain't desperate for numbers. See, when you get somebody like myself that ain't desperate for numbers and gonna stand on what we say, whether it's one or none, okay? That's kind of a dangerous person. You got a whole bunch of these other people only do things for numbers because the numbers mean something. No, my integrity means something. I have to be able to look at myself in the mirror. And I told y'all, my grandkids know where I'm at now. And I want them to say, oh, yeah, that's my Nana. She's the same way on her as she is out. So I don't care about all that. Let me see. Yeah, because he's a crook, he should have told the illegal mortgage. Right. You're absolutely correct. I read Project 2025 agenda. He's doing everything he says he was going. But here's the thing. When they asked him about Project 2025, he said he ain't know nothing about it. So let's come out of here. I just wanted to share that with you guys about their breeding. All right, now let's get to it. Let's pull up this last and next one. Hold on. If I could spell. Okay. Okay. Give me one moment. I hate commercials, y'all. Did I tell y'all that? Yeah, y'all know. I hate a commercial. Okay, here we go. Right here. I'm gonna let y'all hear this first.
Ariel, are you okay? If only I could make him understand. I just don't see things the way he does. I don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Betcha on land they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Would not.
Okay, y'all get it. Okay, y'all see how commercial-y and everything that is? Y'all do, right? Let me get back over here where you guys are. All right. And I mean, from that point of view, it looks so cute. And we've took our, I haven't, but I'm saying we as a collective have taken our grandkids, especially our granddaughters and, our kids and stuff to see the Little Mermaid. And we bought the Little Mermaid toys and cups and bedspreads and sheets and socks and shirts, merchandise of it all. We bought it all. Okay. Now, let me tell you a little history about this, okay? All right. So, y'all know I've been talking about, I did a thing and I said as it was in the days of Noah, blah, blah, blah. So, we went back and started going over Noah's days, right? Okay, so you do know, right, that there was fallen angels. And the fallen angels was the children of God. Okay, they were angels and they actually came to earth. They were fallen angels because they did something to get kicked out of heaven. Okay, so when they fell to the earth, they actually seen women, okay? They seen the daughters of man, okay, women. And they were captivated by the women's beauty. Now, the other part I told y'all the other day is the women that they actually saw was Cain's daughters. Okay. And Cain's daughters was up for whatever, because Cain's daughters, Cain's kids was corrupt. Remember, I always tell y'all Cain had kids. Okay. It means they bad, crazy, corrupt, and all the other above. All right. So, all right. So the women that they slept with, okay. Now we heard what happened to the fallen angels, okay. And then we heard that they slept with the women, okay. And when they slept with the women, they had kids, the Nephilims, aka giants. All right. Those was the offsprings of the fallen angels and the daughters of men. Now, the Nephilim suffered. They drowned. Not all of them, we found out, but for the most part, they drowned. Okay. The fallen angels actually got sent to the pit to be in chains in the darkness. Okay. Now, what happened to the women? The women that allowed themselves to sleep with the angels and all of that. The women actually was turned in, they got cursed. Okay. The women got cursed. And there is not the word mermaid per se in the Bible or in the writings. Okay. Mermaid is not in there. What is in there is sirens. Sirens. Sirens used to, what sirens would do, okay? Sirens would lure sailors and anybody of humanity. They would lure them by making a sound and sitting on a rock. Most of the time you used to see that like in movies with a lighthouse, and how the sailors would be on a ship and they would hear, oh, they would hear like sounds like that. Oh, and it would draw them, and they would really, then they would see something that looked like a woman, and they would be like, oh, it's a woman out there. And they would keep hearing that. And they'd be like, oh, and they would dive off into the water and drown, because it would be a, what word am I trying to say? It wouldn't really be a woman, okay? It would be an illusion. All right. So just to let y'all know, as the woman who made it with the fallen angels, okay, they produced giants. And as their punishment, what God did is transform these women into spirits of lust, okay? Water spirits of lust. And the name of them was sirens, or what we call today mermaids. And what has happened is we've changed something that wasn't for pleasure and wasn't good, and we've put them in these little fairy tale movies so that the kids can be drawn into something that got cursed. Do y'all see what I'm saying? A mermaid, a siren, aka mermaid, is not anything to be happy about. It's not anything to celebrate. It's not, oh yeah, you little mermaid. Oh no, it's a curse. It was a curse. God cursed the women for being a part of what the fallen angels did. And he cursed them by making them a water spirit. See, what you got to do is look into a lot of this stuff, and the reason why I know some things, one, I'm a student. I'm a what's that? What they call it? A college student of life, and then two, I got a couple of little bitty pieces of paper, for biblical studies and stuff, and so a lot of things I know, and I know the background of some stuff. Now I don't know everything, and I learn too. Okay, but the one thing that I have been trying to do is, you could still like what you like. And if you still like them, you could still like mermaids. It's up to you. But my job is to teach. Even though I'm a preacher, I'd rather teach. Because a lot of times When you get a preach word, you don't understand it. It makes you feel good. You don't, but when you get a teach word, you know the back history of some stuff, and it makes a lot more sense. I just thought this was a fun fact. I've been wanting to tell y'all this, and I kept skipping it and skipping it and skipping it. And I was like, you know what? I was supposed to come out earlier, but I changed the time because I had some other stuff I had to do. But I said today I was gonna let y'all know that. So yeah, God transformed the women into water spirits of lust. Okay, that's all a siren is. It's a demonic water spirit of lust. That's what a mermaid is. Okay, and it's to draw people. It's to actually, and I'm gonna tell you. Let me show you. Okay, let me show y'all this. Tell me if y'all don't see what I'm saying. Hold on. Let me try to pull it up. Hold on. See, I see everything. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try to pull this up. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the one. Hold on. I think this is it. Hold on. Okay. I said stop. Okay. Y'all pushed this stop thing 3 times and it kept going. All right. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to have to add this to my title too so they won't ding me. Dang, nabbit. Okay. I told people that and they looked at me like I was crazy. It was, yes, it's a curse. Girl, people don't like to know the truth. Okay, this right here, when I very first saw this movie, my mind went to what I just taught y'all. My mind went to exactly what I just taught y'all. Check this out. If you haven't seen this movie, I hope so by now. Good grief, I reckon. But if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Where am I at over here? Hold on. You're gonna make me love somebody else. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Come on. All right, here we go.
I thought you retired.
I thought I had too. He said that machine had a 1 in a billion chance of finding vibranium.
Pressure stable at -1 psi. Here we go.
Listen, y'all.
Passing through thermocline.
All my life support is in the green.
Perfect. So, Salazar, you are near the site right there.
Astonishing. The drills seem to make contact with a metallic substance.
Oh, hey. Vibranium in the ocean.
It is. It's solid. I've never seen a drill bit shoot up like this before.
Heading towards the vibranium detector.
Y'all heard it?
Jackson, tell me you're seeing this. It's a phantom jellyfish. Vitals, can you see him? No, he's gone.
Smitty, we got a situation out here.
Watch out.
What's that sound?
Wish you got a visual on what's making that. Wes, how copy? Over.
We are under attack. You need to send in a strike team immediately.
Copy. Mayday. Mayday. This is Gunner 625. We are requesting assistance immediately.
It's Wakandans. It has to be. Let's go!
Okay. What I wanted y'all to hear was the sound, because these are sirens. Okay. They live in the ocean. It's a whole, you know what? Okay. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Okay. If you like the Commodore Terry, please click the like button, share the video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. If you want to leave your girl a little tip for some coffee, I appreciate that too. Okay. If not, no problem. It's not mandatory. Just appreciate it. Okay. Okay. So y'all, y'all do know that there is another world in the ocean, right? And it's up under our bottom ocean floor, where our bottom, where you see our bottom stop. There's a whole nother thing up under there, a whole nother entity, a whole nother world, a whole nother everything else. And people having a problem believing it. But I want you to go back. We was talking about Noah, right? What happened in the days of Noah? God flooded the what? The earth. And everything else was built on top of the first earth that he flooded. So you cannot possibly think that we are the only ones, the floor that we see is the only floor. No. Of course, there's a whole nother world up under there. And it's tripping people out, especially the scientists that's diving down and they entering in and they finding all this world of So yeah, wait a minute. Just hear it one more time and we're going to be through.
Smitty, we got a situation out here.
What's that sound?
Wish you got a visual on what's making that. Wes, how copy? Over.
Yeah, this is what it sounds like.
We are under attack. You need to.
Okay. So I just wanted to give y'all like a visual of what I meant when I said about the sound. Okay. That's what I wanted to do, is give y'all a visual, because that's basically when the sirens go off, aka mermaids, their sound draws them in like that. Their sound draws them. And that's how they do. They go overboard because they looking for that sound says something. It's in the frequency that says something and it draws them, and everything. So yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting congested. Yeah, so it is what it is. I just wanted to let y'all know that. I'm like, come on now, come on. So what y'all think about it? But yeah, no, mermaids is not nothing. Did y'all know? Hold on. Did y'all know that I don't know how true this is, but supposedly Burger King is bringing out chicken. Burger King is bringing out chicken wings, y'all. Did y'all know that? Okay, yeah, trips me out too. Now let me touch on this little nice X thing real quick. God said he shall not be mocked. Okay, and this man, now I pray for him because he's a human being. Okay, and this man did everything he could to mock God. Everything. Okay. Talking about blood tennis shoes and Satan this and all this and stuff. Baby. And now he's got some felony charges for assaulting cops and all this and stuff. He does need our prayer. He really do. And I pray that God delivers him. Now, some of y'all may not like my terminology. I don't care, but I do. I pray that God delivers him because, if not, he's going to be lost. Seriously. And the one thing you can't do is, attack police and think that they ain't going to lock your butt up. Okay. All right. So that's one thing that, you can't do. I am bringing on one of the millionaires that came on the last time. I feel like it's the best time to bring her on. We're locking down a date. Hopefully to be next week. We're locking down a date. This is the best time I feel for her to come on. For the simple fact that okay. So I feel like this is the best time to bring this person on so that they can tell us how to invest our money, how to get money, whatever with this current economy, as well as this current government. Okay, and we can do what we need to do, and everything. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys will be here. She's fun. And she is a self-made millionaire. She's a Black woman. She's a self-made millionaire. Even her kids. Okay. The one thing that we don't do, and this is what I want us to start doing, we have to learn how to put money back in our own community, y'all. Okay, we do. And that's why I say everybody wants Tyler Perry to fail. I want that brother to succeed. He can't be doing no more than these other people. Catch that. Okay. It's all wrong, but he's the only one that's hiring Black people and keeping them working. He's making millionaires. Even in I give 300 this credit right here. Y'all know my ex-mind. 300 said, you never let the money man go down. And that's true. You never let the money man go down. You let everybody else outside because the money man is feeding the community. The money man is taking care of different homes. Okay. So you never let the money man go down. That's why you got all these other lieutenants around to take the fall for stuff because you got to protect the money man. Okay. And that's the truth, and the rest of that was my little sin, but he just said, you never let the money man go down. That's absolutely true. Okay. So for everybody that wants this man to fail, ask yourself why. Is that inbred in us that we don't want nobody to make it, that we don't like? Is seriously, you need to ask yourself why. Why? Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I pray that he figure out whatever because he's an asset to the Black community. Okay, he's an asset. So I pray that whatever is going on with him, he figures it out because it'll be detrimental for us to lose him, especially at a time like this. Okay, we actually need him. So I'm just saying that. I'm talking about as for Black people and stuff like this, we really need him. And everything. Just like if you making it. Yesterday, Saturday, y'all, we had my daughter's and I posted it out there. If you haven't seen those shorts, go look at them. We had my deceased daughter's celebration because all that court stuff is over. and everything. And so we beginning to heal and everything. So I just enjoyed myself. I really did. And I was grateful for everybody who came out and everything and stuff. And my grandson, it was good to see his tall butt. That boy tall. His granddaddy, though, that I should never name, he's tall. He's 6'3". So, he got a chance to go between, I think he's already 6 foot. So he might get up to 6'3" like his granddaddy. I don't know. But it was good seeing him yesterday. Saturday. It was so good seeing him and hugging his neck as much as I could because I'm short. So he definitely ain't gonna take after his nana because I'm only 5'2". Okay, that's on a good day. 5'1" on the bad, 5'2" on the good, and everything. So excuse me. And everything. So yeah, I love that. Today was the day that Aaliyah passed away, y'all. So we honor her in her memory and everything. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. I think, do I think it was more to the story than what they are telling? Yeah, because do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember, excuse me, do y'all remember her, they saying that Aaliyah got a call that Damon Dash had been in a car accident. So she was trying to hurry up and get back to the States to go be by his side. And then when they talked to him, he said, nah, he wasn't in no car accident. He don't know where y'all got that from. Okay, that right there. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I thank you all for coming over here. Those of you all who support me, I appreciate you so, so much. I know it's been you know what? It's always some foolishness on. So I don't even got to say I know it's been some foolishness on. It's always some foolishness on, okay? But I love you guys. I really do. And like I always tell y'all, no matter what the test, I always do your best. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is today. Smooches. Outside of my baby. Happy birthday, Boo Boo Bear. Yes, happy birthday.